What's up, my people? Happy Thursday, folks. So, yes, let's get right up into this. Should Gio continue to disown Dante and Brooklyn on General Hospital? Absolutely. Brooklyn, you didn't even hold that boy when he was a baby, okay? And Dante, don't get me started on you, sir. The way you've been treating Gio this last month because your knuckleheaded son decided to go drinking, even though nobody forced no liquor down his throat. You've been coming at Gio nonstop. So guess what? Everything that you said to that boy in the last month is going to be in his head over the last few weeks. Okay, so therefore, you deserve every single second of what you're about to get, Dante. But Gio, that was the best acting I've ever seen from that young man. I could see why I eat all my words when last year I called Gio the biggest flop, the biggest loser. See, I said all that, and I was talking a whole bunch of trash about Gio. Ben said we needed to get rid of him, but some people wanted to give him a chance. So I guess they were right. They saw what I didn't see all along. Hey, Tommy. Hi, ZK. Hi, Krista. Hey, Wink Wink. You're right, Gemini. Lulu's a blank head. Yes, she is. Lulu need to mind her business. Dante acted like it killed him to give Gio a compliment. I hope Gio gives him the smoke. Give him the smoke. Stay giving him the smoke. Okay. Dante don't deserve no sort of grace. Okay, the way he's been acting, I don't care that it was temporarily out of character. It is what it is. Dante deserves all the smoke that he's going to get from that boy. Okay? Mr. Sheffield and the nanny is jealous of Audra, as she should be. I mean, look at Audra's body. Of course she's going to be jealous of Audra Charles. It's Audra Charles. Hi, Langston. We got Langston. Hey, Crystal. How are you? And then, yeah, it's just, but when he smashed that violin, I was like, okay. She said, to my parents, Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri, who never claimed me, never want Gemini. Where were you at yesterday? Oh, I noticed. Nate is not going to like the truth. Of course not. But Nate will get over it, as it's Audra Charles. Every man is lucky. Kat is so jealous of Eva, I'm annoyed of it. Yep, I've been sick of Kat and all her jealousy. Like, stop being jealous. Hello to all the new people up in the chat. Yes, indeed. We on the rise over here at Clark Industries. On the rise. But um it's just crazy how they let that boy cook. Hey, handsome George. How's the handsome George Blackmon? Hey, Doris. How are you? Did Gia really break his violin? He sure did. He sure did. He had enough. He said, who never wanted me, never once claimed me, and bow, bow, bow. And Lois tried to tell Sonny that she was in trouble. Sonny told her, we'll fix it after the thing. He ain't going to want to fix nothing for her now, knowing that he lied about his grandson all that time. Hi, Jacqueline. But, ooh, that was some good drama. But you want to know who was getting on my nerves today? Jocelyn. Oh, hi, Francis. How are you? Lulu looked like she feel guilty. It's too late. Oh, yeah, it's way too late for that. It's way too late for that, Lulu. Little Miss Shrulu. Now, I'm hoping that Charlotte makes Lulu's life miserable. That violin was expensive. It's okay. His little short granddaddy got the money to replace it. He'll replace it for him. I was to curse so bad for Gio because he was so hurt. I'm good, Curtis. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. I reached chapter 32 of part 4 of my book so far, and it's turning out really good. Even as I'm writing it, it's getting juicy. I'm just like, ooh. But absolutely. And Brooklyn, like I said, she didn't even hold this boy as a baby. So therefore, what type of mother was she? She didn't even hold her own baby. Didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. Couldn't even bring herself to hold him. I'm like, you know what? I wanted to curse Lulu out so badly. Me too, because she needed to focus about her demon seed. She begged for Charlotte to come back all those months. And hope Lulu is happy with herself. Gio was a good scene. She was begging for Charlotte to come back. And then all she did was stick her nosy nose in that thing. Chapter 32. Congratulations. Yes, indeed. I think we're getting towards the end. Like, this should be a 40 chapter book for part 4. Then I got to start writing part 5 and 6. She was a young mother. I felt so bad. Wanted to give him a hug, and I never hug anyone. I read that Drusilla is Dumas. That's the rumor going around the block. I don't like them together. Andre and Danny, that is your nephew. They look like this is so confused, as he should be, but I can't wait until that reality comes back to bite him, and he has to learn his lesson, that Gio rightfully wants nothing to do with him, as he should, because I want Gio to throw back every single thing in Dante's face, everything. Tracy's going to be very happy about Gio, as she should be. Gio's a good man, a very good man. And that was his breakout moment when he smashed that guitar. That was Emmy worthy right there. I'm like, go Gio. He know what he's doing. I'm like, go Gio. I'm here for him. I felt his emotions. I can't stand Lulu and her nosiness. She is just, I'm waiting for all the type of havoc that Charlotte's going to unleash on Port Charles, and I'm hoping that Lulu is complicit in it. I want her complicit in all of it. Every last bit of it. I think Lily's ex-husband is the mystery person. I think it's Kane. But they recast, they'd have to recast the role of Kane because he's on General Hospital right now. But hey, Amber, how are you? I mentioned last week that Dumas was a thing. Wait until Michael shows up tomorrow. I can't wait until, what Kyrie, is Rory Gibson the new Michael? What do you think? I got to see him as Michael. If I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really too impressed with him as Noah Newman, but Josh Morrow said that he has a lot of acting range that the writers wouldn't give him a chance to explore. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But as Noah Newman, I was not impressed with his character at all when he was Noah. But we saw the other Noah Newman that tried a temporary play in as Michael. He wasn't good, but hopefully this one, he replaced Noah before. Let's see if he could replace it again. Gio was on fire. Absolutely. Gio came looking for his earpiece because he was going to play the tango music for Chase and Anna Devane. Anna, crusty Devane. Oof, I cannot stand Anna Devane. I can't wait until Fiona goes on her little vacation again. She could stay on vacation. I am pissed with Lulu. Yes, because she's very rude, nosy, overbearing, underachieving, overrated, airhead. Drew and Michael better be ready. Michael is coming. Their fantasy world is about to come crashing down, and I can't wait. I can't wait. And I saw a picture of Wiley and Michael at that nurse's ball. I hope he takes him right home with him and be like, and I'll go pick up Amelia later, but I'll be like, nope, Willow, you will not be spending not one more second with my son. That is exactly what I would be doing. I'll make sure she knows that. She would know that right away. That's what she would know. She'd be like, no way, Jose. You ain't seeing my son, not today. No. I done spent how many months away from my child? Spoilers for tomorrow. No Phyllis. Is there no Nikki Newman too? So no Phyllis and no Nikki? That sounds like a heaven. Because neither one of them are going to heaven. Dante will hate Lulu. That's the least of her worries. What did I think of Willow's Supercuts haircut? That's what I thought about it. It looked like it was her little supercuts haircut. I'm like, if she don't go sit down somewhere, like don't be trying to look like Sarah on. Didn't she take any notes from Sarah on Days of Our Lives? That supercut haircut ain't working. That little Dora the Explorer wannabe haircut that she's rocking and ain't working for that white chick. It just ain't work. She ain't rocking it. So therefore, she need to grow her hair right back out. I don't know what Willow thought this was. I'm just saying, Willow boo, your hair was your best quality, boo boo. Don't don't make me have to. Now I'm gonna have to go over there and go give her some hair extensions and help her straighten this out because she ain't about. Oh no, not Nikki on Friday's episode. That's a way to ruin a Friday. That's a way to ruin a Friday. It would serve Lulu right if Charlotte ended up in the same situation Brooklyn was in as a teenager, pregnant, wanting to give up her baby with Jake for adoption. Lord have mercy. Nikki in this one, not Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer. I'm just saying. Willow is stupid. Loved it when Olivia told her to her face she won't be getting any sympathy from me when it all blows up in her face. Absolutely. I want to see Little Donna's performance. Willow's dress is good. Yeah, her dress, but that's about it. Do you think Sarah and Xander will? I sure hope so. Take that fool to the cleaners, okay? And I'm hoping that Philip ends up owning that company for real because Xander was nothing but Victor's little side piece baby anyways. He didn't want to claim you. He didn't want to claim your crazy mama either, okay? Fiona looked good, don't get me wrong, but please, Victor didn't want to claim them people. That was his brother's wife that she just wanted to bang real quick. No wonder why Victor didn't want to claim him. Little sociopath. I was so happy that Dora the Explorer Sarah put her foot down on him and told him, no, you're not taking my daughter anywhere, you creep. You're violent. At least I'm not. I may be a liar. I may have a bad haircut, but I'm not a violent person. At least that's what she said. I'm just saying, because what Xander did to Philip was unacceptable. And I want Xander to be facing lethal consequences for his actions. It was a sociopathic move. Okay? All over what? 50% of that company when neither one of you do any work anyways? Joss had the best dress. Jocelyn got too much mouth for me, though. If you think Ashley looks like Phineas, did you do a side-by-side by Nikki and Droopy? Xander dang near killed Philip. I felt bad for Philip. You felt bad for Philip or for Xander? Because I'm just saying, Xander is on my permanent ish list. He ain't never getting off of it. I know, and everybody that knows me knows I hold long-term grudges. So Xander is on my ish list. Because I think Damien is up to something, not trusting him. Yeah, I've never trusted him, but I like Damien now, but I don't trust him. You leave Droopy alone. Don't disrespect him. I'm dead. Yeah. And besides, I don't want to face to face or side by side of Nikki Newman. I don't have the stomach to look at Nikki Newman tonight. Or any night, really. Bad enough I got to see her tomorrow. Can't wait for tomorrow. Drew and Willow won't see Michael coming. They're about to get a very rude awakening because, yep, he is fully healed up now. His face is new and prepared, okay? Is freshly prepared. There ain't not one burn on his body that they're going to use against him, so now what? And Sasha, hold up. That's not the only rude awakening, because Sasha, you got another rude awakening too. Because if you thought Michael was really about to give up his third child, you got another thing coming. So Sasha, your little bubble's about to be bursted too. Your baby daddy will be getting his baby back too. I'm just saying. So Sasha, all Michael was doing was lying for you. He ain't never had no intentions of giving you no full custody. He lied to you. Let's just make that 100. What was Brooklyn wearing at the nurses? But I don't know what she was wearing. But I'm glad. But hey, she wanted to cover up that belly, that body of hers. Like I'm like, she got to do what she got to do to feel good about herself. I hear her. I ain't mad at the girl. I'm just saying. But she got some explaining to do. I know I'd be furious if some woman gave away my child without my permission. I'd be so mad. I'd be madder than mad. I'd be moving some furniture. There'd be a whole misunderstanding. There'd be a whole miscommunication. There'd be several situations. Isn't Brooklyn pregnant in real life? They always use that as an excuse. She ain't pregnant. Her husband keeps her pregnant. Always excuses. Is Mariah pregnant too? Who was that guy in the hoodie talking to Steve and Sean at the end of Days Today? I didn't watch Days Today. I watched yesterday's Days of Our Lives. Um, the way Dante stared at Brooklyn at the end of today's episode, if looks could kill. But no, she ain't pregnant in real life, but she still have the baby weight from real life. So that's what's going on with Brooklyn. Ariana is a fast one. Oh yeah, I heard that. Who's she sleeping with already? I heard that Ariana was sleeping with somebody already. Who's she trying to sleep with now? People are going to be more mad at Lois than they are at Brooklyn. Is Tracy Abbott pregnant? Oh, look, you leave my girl alone. She ain't got nothing to do with this. Okay? Tracy is minding her business. And I'm just saying, she is perfectly reasonably sized for a woman of her size. Okay? She's reasonably sized. Doug the Third. Yes, Doug. She slept with Doug the Third? Dang, girl. Wow. I got to see that. Hold up. Now I'll watch it later. When did she sleep with him? On today's episode or yesterday? She's having uptuplets, please. She went to the bar with Doug and got drunk. Dang! Gabby called JJ and told him her daughter was missing when she was sleeping with Doug the Third. Wow! I'm like, dang, is she just coming in here like that? No hi, no how you doing? Not whole. What was her two daddies doing? What was them two daddies? Did Mariah cheat on Tessa? Today. Wow. Them two daddies wasn't watching their daughter, their little fast daughter. I'm like, girl, you don't give it up that easy. As pretty as she is too, she ain't supposed to give it up that easy. Okay, she's supposed to make Doug work for her. I mean, don't get me wrong, Doug looks good. Like I might give him like no, I'm not even doing that either. No, I'm trying to set an example. This isn't about me. This is about her. Okay. She is supposed to be holding out and making him wait for it. You don't be giving it up way too easy. Doug be getting it in. Is he trying to catch up to Alex? I'm just saying. Jeez, he's supposed to wait that out. You're supposed to let him take you on a few dates first. I'm just saying, some dinner, some flowers, something. But you just opening up that flower. Ariana's her grandma Samantha. I'm just saying. Dang, girl. You don't do it like that, no, young Ariana. We're gonna teach you some grace. You're not about to be acting like Sophia. You're not about to be the next Sophia up in here, okay? And then Sophia still whining about the baby that she's stuck with, okay? I can't go to prom. Well, she should have done what I told her then. I told Sophia I didn't want her around Tate. I told her, but did she listen to me? No. She still went after him anyways. I know. Some people like it, but I'm not a fan of Willow's new haircut. I don't like it at all. Um, and nice to see you, Jillian. Can Doug afford dinner? He better afford some cookies. I mean, to be fair, at least she could wait until he buys her some fabuloso. At least Ariana's not thumb on B&B and get married next week. Facts. That's just nuts on Bald and the Beautiful. Yeah, but some fabuloso. I bet you there wasn't no fat. He didn't have time to put no fabuloso down on that floor. He didn't have time to rub that nice blanket. Giovanni Mazzi better win with the Emmy for Outstanding Emerging Talent this year. He is fantastic this week. Absolutely. My boy got it. Doug should have told Julie why he stole the necklace. Maybe she would have been more understanding. More understanding of nothing. He stole. She ain't got to understand nothing. That's what she. But Maggie walking up in there talking about, oh, Philip, boo boo, I still love you, boo. I'm like, Maggie. Willow got that cheating ex-wife choppy body. Hey, Tanya. How are you? Ted care about his daughter Eva as he should, as he better. Okay, because if Ted was to turn into a deadbeat, he would be getting all that smoke from me. Every last bit of that smoke would be from me. But yeah, Leslie is doing way too much. What's she up to now? This was a nice, surprising seeing Spinelli perform. I'm not too happy with Spinelli. Okay, he tried to help Christina, so that is bad. So he's on my bad side right now because he tried to help Christina. Speaking of Willow, that lady still has on Lila's ring. I hope Michael snatches it off her hand. Yep, have the audacity. Hi, Allison. Allison says, hey, Kyrie's in chat. I love the evil, chilling look that Gio gave when he was about to go on stage. Will he turn dark? Absolutely. Do you think Bo's going to? Absolutely. And I'm hoping that Bo and Philip take over that company. You are correct. That is what they do. The new hair, new me. Do you think it's the end of Curtis and Portia's marriage? Probably, but ZK, I feel that Curtis, considering the fact that Curtis used to be a crackhead, he should really be more understanding about secrets and stuff. Like, he always sits there and goes on his high horse when he doesn't remember that he used to be a crackhead. I'm just saying. He should have experience and compassion and be going to meetings and stuff and willing to go to therapy and stuff. He's just always willing to jump down Portia's back, expecting his woman to be a virtue and of all honesty and morals. Does he not realize he lives in Port Charles? Morals, these people wouldn't know that if it bit them. So I feel like Curtis is just overreacting. He's going to go to another woman and then keep getting disappointed. If every woman that lies to him, there's going to be a problem, then he might as well marry one that don't speak English, that don't know how to lie to him then. If he's living in Port Charles. So that's how I feel that Curtis is. So if this is the end of the Curtis and Portia marriage, I don't think they have that much chemistry anyways, but it's like Portia promised no more lies. It's Port Charles. There's always going to be lies. Dante and Cody Bell performed. I skipped that. Forget Willow. Jordan looked like a goddess at the nurses' ball. Absolutely, Marlakey. Willow's still wearing his ring because in all fairness, she's keeping it in the family. I don't like it how they keep putting Willow in Isaiah's face. I hope that's not foreshadowing. That's Jordan's man. Exactly. And if Isaiah ain't working out with Thing, him and Molly still had that chemistry. I never forgot that chem test. Remember that? On her birthday, she was showing all them teeth for Isaiah. She was grinning ear to ear. And we all know Molly likes her chocolate. All Portia got to do is sprinkle some crack. That is his fella. We're wrong for that. I'm wrong for that. What did Curtis tell Portia that he paid for Heather to leave town? Nope. Exactly. What do you think Liam should do? You think it's worth him being bedridden and get that surgery? Yep. Just get the surgery and get it over with. That's what Liam should do. Because we all know he's not dying. So all that is just a waste of time, as far as I'm concerned. That's why I ain't messing with Liam like that. Yeah, you know Molly is a nightlight. They should do keeping they sure do keep putting Willow and Isaiah in several scenes. Isaiah better run or she'll go out there. Isaiah, you better break up Molly and Cody. They're boring anyways. Go get you some of Molly. I'm just saying, Molly and Isaiah, that'll be one hot pairing. I bet you. They won't. She'll be going to work late every morning. She'll be in that hospital. She might as well quit being a lawyer by the time Isaiah get through with her. I'm telling you, them scenes are gonna be smoking hot. Carly met her daughter Jocelyn's handler. Yeah. I was so sad for Gio. What a terrible way to find out. I mean, he can be mad at Lois and he can be mad at Brooklyn for giving him up, but Brooklyn didn't know that he was her son. Ava was. I know. That's what I was waiting for someone to bring that up. Like, why was my Ava Jerome not at the nurses' ball? Unacceptable. She's more charitable than half of those people in that town, okay? She would have gladly wrote a little check for Port Charles. Port Charles lie quicker than they breathe. Exactly. Isaiah can kick rocks when no. Don't start hating. Don't hate. Congratulate. Isaiah is a very good-looking man for Molly. Him and Molly have super chemistry, okay? They have so much chemistry. I could see them making 4 babies together at once. I don't know, because I heard rumors he might actually die, but it's not confirmed yet. Carly was scared of Nina. That's right. She knew to keep them hands to herself. She's like, ooh. When Nina was all smug, usually Carly be ready to slap someone when they get all smug in her face like that. But Carly was nice and calm when Nina was talking her trash today. I heard everything Nina saying, talk about, oh yeah, because Michael's an absentee father. I'm like, Nina, watch it. Ava was spending every last bits of her free money. Hackers Beyond the Gates made as the world turns a TV show in the universe since YNR and B&B crossed over with As the World's 2 by extension. Their shows they might block crossovers. Nice. Gio is a renaissance man. It would be wild if Vaughn started stalking Josh. He keeps showing up everywhere she goes like there's no WSB business at the nurses' ball. Why is he there? It's true, but Jocelyn still found a way to get under my nerves. When she said, oh, I can't wait for you to take Wiley and Amelia away from them. I'm like, Jocelyn, that ain't your place to say that. And even if it was, I don't care. I still don't like Jocelyn. She rubs me the wrong way. Nina practically knocked Carly's head off with that. So she sure did. Well, Carly slapped her back, and then she flipped Carly over. She choked her, and she was about to knock her out with that candle. So Carly knows what time it is when she's dealing with Nina. Do you think ADA Turner is tied to the feds or Jagger Cates? Ooh, that'd be interesting. I like ADA Turner, though. And Sonny talked about, I won't be run out of town. I'm like, we'll see about that. I hope Nina goes to Lois and says, how does it feel to have your seat? Go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. The nanny is so jealous of Audra and so insecure. I mean, have you seen Audra Charles? Of course, any woman is going to be jealous of Audra Charles. I mean, I'm just saying, unless if you're Jessica Love or whatever, but I'm just saying, Audra Charles, she makes anybody feel insecure. I mean, do you see how hot that woman is? I hope your day. Oh, my day was excellent. I got a lot of work done. ADA and Sonny will be the next couple, probably. I'm tired of Sonny getting all these good women. I'm just saying. And then he spits them out and don't. 88 Turner is too good for Sonny. Vaughn's Jocelyn's handler. Yeah, but Yes, I also liked Isaiah and Molly's chemistry. They're better than Molly and Cody. Facts. Molly and Cody don't even have no chemistry at all. Their scenes are boring. Just let them be friends for now. And then, because Cody manages to make everything cringe at times, okay? So, how about Cody? You could go be with little nosy Lulu since Dante is going to be mad at both of y'all for a while, puffing and huffing his chest. Why don't you go be with little sanctimonious Lulu? And I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte tried to get you away from Lulu and try to snatch her up. Have a great night, Mr. Langston. Brooklyn took a pregnancy test after she got drunk and slept with Valentine Cassadine. She left Port Charles. Yeah, but then she wasn't pregnant from that. Who wouldn't be jealous of Audra? Exactly. I'm just saying. Well, Jessica Love wouldn't be jealous of Audra Charles. That's for sure. She would have no reason to be. That's the only one I can think of, though, off the top of my head, is Jessica Love. She won't be jealous of no Audra Charles. Sonny treat women like trash. He do. Did they ever say what happened to TJ? As far as I'm concerned, he's on Doctors Without Borders or whatever else. Like, TJ, I wanted him gone for the longest time. So, I'm still not taking that back. Even though I hate Christina with a passion now, and I may have regret some of the things I said about TJ. Like, the whole him getting cut in his testicles, like that was kind of too far. I was a little extra with that one. But everything else, like, he just kind of like was turning me off with that whole storyline too. So why was Brooklyn wearing that big sparkly black suit? Because black is slimming, or so they say. But Mariah Copeland on Young and the Restless puts that theory to um, some questionable resorts. Cody knew Brooklyn was pregnant all these years and said nothing, so why now? Because Cody is bored and messy. Yeah, I was thinking about how Faison stalked Anna in the WSB. What if Vaughn is going to do the same thing? It'd be wild if he's another one of Faison's sons. Dang, Faison was getting it in back in the day if he's another one of Faison's sons. Jesus. Woo, child. But if he is Faison's son, then his next storyline needs to be Maxie Jones. Because I need Maxie to get another front burner storyline. Anything to get her a front burner will do. So I'm gonna need them to give Maxie something to do. I mean, matter of fact, Vaughn and Maxie look more age appropriate than him and Jocelyn, anyways. So therefore, Lucas at the nurses' ball, I didn't see him. Yeah. I don't know if he was at the nurses' ball, but I'm glad that Natalia Ramirez hasn't been shown lately. I'm hoping she stays gone. I really, matter of fact, I'm more than hoping. I'm praying that she stays gone because her character has run its course. She's boring. What if Bond is Jagger Kate's son? Then all the better. Take her out. Take Jocelyn out and the little short man Sonny right along with him. I'm just saying. Take her out. But we all giving Vaughn ties to the show. He's probably just the we all just giving that man ties to the show. Trying to make him relevant. Maxie's next story should be taken over Crimson because Nina goes to jail for drugging Drew. Why should Nina be going to jail for drugging Drew? Why should we be treating Drew like a human being? Ain't nobody going to jail over him. Please. I'm just saying. Jacinda was hot, so Drew just needs to be lucky that he got to touch her little belly button. Cause I wish I could hook up with Jacinda. Cause Jacinda, I got a heart. You know what? It don't matter what I. I'm gonna keep this PG. So I just have a place in my heart for Jacinda. Okay, she warms my heart. I tried to make Kai relevant, but he's not relevant to his own parents. Who doesn't see their kids at the major surgery? Facts. Deadbeats. I'm like, dang, y'all could have at least got some cardboard boxes. I'm dead. Look, yes, I like Jacinda. I want her to be back on that show. That's what I want. Jacinda to be a full-time character. A place in your bed, you mean, if we make it to the bed. You're going to jail when they find out he framed Tracy. Wish me luck. I have a job interview tomorrow. Have a good luck, Tommy. What else she warm? Nina should go to jail for life for beating on Carly. Never gonna happen. Carly effed around and found out that Nina was not playing with her. Nina was not the one to be played with. No Lucas or Liz was at the nurse's ball. Well, prayers for you, Tommy. Drew, what is going to jail when they find out that he framed Tracy? I can't wait for that. And when he gets another beatdown, I didn't feel bad the first time. I'm not gonna feel bad this time. Felicia said that her daughter Maxie was at home. Bailey Lou was sick. Aw, poor Bailey Lou. But I'm nervous because I got to go home and change fast after I get off. Nice. But you got this, Tommy. You got it. Just stay the course, and you will be all right. Why did Drew frame Tracy? I guess to get back at her. But I know that was an ignorant move for him to. I'm glad that Ned got right in his face. I'm still mad that Ned never punched Drew back. Remember when Drew sucker punched Ned all those months ago? Hi, cat lady. How are you? Remember when that happened? I need them to course correct. Because Drew's the one that needs to be. It seems Kyle is drawn to Audra's tactics. He's so simple-minded. Elizabeth was at home watching the nurses while her leg is broken. How was Willow attracted to Drew, knowing he was piping? He was throwing pipe to her mother-in-law. Oh, that ain't even crossing Willow's mind. Her brain is too short to process that. She looked like the type to be like, how does sex work? I could see Willow saying something like that. She's just dumb and dense. Willow, she's a disappointment. Nobody can punch Drew now because he's a congressman. Oh, please. He could easily lose that congressman position. Please. Drew could never beat Jason. Oh, I love Eva on on Beyond the Gates. I love you, Eva. We're gonna find a way to get your little crazy mama in jail. That's what we're gonna do because your mama be working my nerves. I got a 45-minute drive. I gotta get off at 10:30. Then I gotta go home. The thing, yeah, Lulu. Yeah, Lulu is annoying, but so is Abby on Young and The Restless. She's annoying too. Lulu should have never done this. How did she feel after she found out about Yep. Like, and Lulu is like really laughable in this position when she had an abortion. So who is she to be all having this hard on for Brooklyn about her decisions? She still won't believe that Brooklyn didn't know about that. She made me mad. Poor Gio. Yeah. But I'm glad he knows the truth that Sonny's his granddaddy, so now he could just find a way to take over that business. He destroyed that little violin. I hate how Devon and Abby treat Amanda. Exactly, when they're the ones that did her wrong. Like, They got short term memory, little sanctimonious. Like, Amanda better be like, Abby, you better check your attitude before I slap that mole off your chin. I've been noticing that mole you've been having on your chin for some years now, and I ain't ever said nothing until now. But if you keep messing with me, I'm gonna slap that mole right off your chin. That's what Amanda should have said. Amanda should have absolutely said that. Devon is a hypocrite. Abby should not be acting like this. Amanda should slap Abby. She sure should. Like, who does Abby think she is? You think someone's scared of your little old daddy? He don't even remember you. So please, he will not be there to catch you as I knock you on that ground. That's what Amanda just needs to tell her. Lulu always want to think bad of Brooklyn. She just wanted to tell the truth because she wanted Dante to hate on Brooklyn the way she does. Yeah, but all that's gonna do is just backfire on her. Cause even Carly saying in the promo, "You better get out." Why YouTube won't let me type video? I'm not sure. Hit the bell, but if you're referring to typing this video, hitting that bell button helps get all the notifications. So if you hit the bell button, it should give you all the. Will they write in Leslie Weber's death? Yeah, they got to write in Monica's death first, though. Abby's the queen of Genoa City. Devon cheated on Amanda. Abby cheated on Chance. Exactly. But yeah, Jenna Smith, I made a video on Lulu. LOL. Oh, yeah. I mean, Lulu, she's a shrew. Abby is wrong and pissing me off. Facts. Miss High and Mighty. Right. She need to go check herself before she wreck herself. That's what she's got to do. Michael will walk away from Victor. I hope so. Britt Westbourne gave birth to Rocco. She carried him for 9 months. She sure did, LaShawn. Sure did. She absolutely did. Ashley, my beauty is look, wink, wink, you're messy, okay? You are so messy. Tired of all your lies and your fallacies about my Tracy. And she is so beautiful, inside and out. Okay? Jesus. She was just as valuable to the family as Ashley. Okay? If not more valuable, actually. What really made me mad about Devon and Abby is racing Dominic like they a happy family when they screwed over Chance. Mm-hmm. Does Chance even remember Dominic? It's time for Portia to see the inside of a jail cell. I can see her with a cigarette. Ava and Alexa. No, my Ava's not going to jail though, but Portia sure will. He did today. Michael stopped being Victor's attorney. Good. Absolutely. That is the right call. I would never want to work for a toxic man like Victor Newman. He's too toxic and evil for me to want to deal with. That's Victor for you. A very evil man. So Abby's the princess of Genoa City. Curtis might have to give Aurora back to Drew just to save them all. Shaking my head. Dominic should be turning 4 years old. The kid still can't talk. Recast. Recast right away. See, Young and the Restless be Tracy will be. Woo! Really? That's the best news I heard. Tracy will be back next week. You mean Tracy Quartermain or Tracy Abbott? I miss Taggart. Jenna says she misses Taggart. Yeah, what happened to Trina's forever dad? Is he still drinking? That is $1 million question. She's coming to get a plate. Here you go. There you go. I knew you would. I knew you would add something. Well, at least maybe I hope. I hope that she tells Diane the truth that that house is not cute. Okay, but maybe it might look better to me when Tracy Abbott is back in there. When Tracy puts her touch in, starts sitting on that furniture, starts making it feel lived in. Hey, Queen Jessica Love, how are you? Um, I mentioned you earlier when we were talking about Audra Charles and who wouldn't be jealous of her. I instantly said you. I said you wouldn't be jealous of no Audra Charles. Your face did light up at the mention of Tracy. It sure did. I saw Tracy Abbott. Ooh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. We need Tracy. Mm. Tracy's the best thing since sliced bread for the Young and the Restless. It's been a struggle to stay into Young and the Restless without Tracy. I'm glad they recognize that she's the star of the show. So I'm just saying she needs to come back. She needs to come back and stay back. And Rocky, if you don't quit biting my Tammy. The house has always been ugly, but Tracy is the beauty of it. She's the heart and soul. The dishes and the plates and the things and nothing is replaceable. I mean, everything else in that house is replaceable. The dishes, the the plates, the forks, the spoons, the furniture. But Tracy Abbott is a part of the house's foundation. She holds the house together. Okay, sliced bread, ham and cheese. Craft services calling in back. So Jessica, what did you think about what's her face? The Gio scene. I was here for Gio. I was here for him today. I saw his emotions. I'm like, this is why they casted him. He really do know how to act after all. I remember when he came on, I was talking so much trash about him. I used to say so many mean things. about Gio, that he was worthless, that him and that violin, but he proved me wrong. I eat crow for every bad thing that I once said about Gio. I eat crow because my boy came through. Gio was good today. Same, he grew on me. Facts. Because prior to that, I was just ready to get rid of him regardless of the cost. But they know how to I wanted to find something. 1 second, I'm not ignoring anyone. One moment. You talk trash about everyone. Not everyone. Okay, I give characters certain chances. Okay. 1 second. I'm about to actually play back that scene. That was just too epic to ignore.
Want to do something I've never done before. I'm going to dedicate this performance to my parents.
What you smiling for, Dante?
Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri. Two people who didn't want me, who didn't claim me.
You didn't claim him.
They gave me away and have been lying to me my entire life.
Hold you as a baby. That's that plan. Oh, Gen Z's attention span. Look, I was there. I wanted to play that in real time. Leslie is good. I've loved Gia from the beginning because he was outstanding today. But he was outstanding today. So good, very good. That was some very good TV watching. I was like, go Gia. Awesome. We got 52 people in this chat room. That is awesome. Hit that like button. It really does help keep that momentum growing. Brooklyn didn't look shocked enough for me. Facts. But just give her time. I'm sure that she will bring in that performance tomorrow. But Dante's gonna curse her out tomorrow too, though. So there's that. Of course, Dante is gonna get mad. But I honestly don't feel bad for Dante because the way he's been coming at Gio this last month was unacceptable. So the writers, that was clearly their mission as to why they did that, was to make. I had to cry. I wasn't going to cry over him, but I did feel it. I think Lois needs to find some new dick. She may be kicked out of that Quartermain man. Oh, definitely. Tracy going to make sure of that when she get out of the prison. When she get out of that booty house, ooh, Lord. Lois is about to be gone. Which I'm still here for, because I'm still mad that Lois stuck her nose in my girl Nina's business. I'm still angry about that. She had no business doing that. Nina and Sonny would still be together, and I wouldn't hate Sonny as much as I do if he was still with Nina. Him and Nina, they had so much chemistry. They sure did. Okay. Them and Nixon, well, Nixon Falls was the most horrible storyline I've ever met. But everything else that Sonny and Nina did together, I can't wait for Dante to get at Lulu. Not gonna lie, I teared up at the beginning when Gio made that face. I wanted to give him a hug. I wanted to give him a fist pump and be like, "You'll be all right, bro. You'll be all right, broski. Nina's not your girl. Know it up. Know it off, Effa. Knock it off." No. You call Nina a dingbat. I mean, she is a dingbat. She could be a dingbat and a good woman at the same time. She is. She is a dingbat, okay? She is. But we all have our flaws. Now, who am I fooling? You know I can't stand Nina half the time. But still, I didn't want Lois to be the one to expose it. It was none of her business. That's my problem with it. Okay? That is what my issue is. If Lois wasn't involved, then I would have been fine with it. But she was no good in troublemaking. That was my real problem. We all know I don't like Nina. I couldn't even pull that off with a straight face. You know I don't like Nina. I don't. But still, guys, even today, when she was calling Michael a deadbeat, that was irking my nerves. I'm like, Nina, you always take one step forward and three steps backwards. Like if anybody's damaging them children, it's your deranged daughters, okay? Like Wiley would have been better off with Nell at this point, except than Willow. At least Nell was his actual mother. Hey everybody, the actor that played Gio killed it today. He sure did. Except Curtis, he has no flaws and will always tell the truth. Exactly. And then the crazy thing about that is Jessica Curtis never acknowledges that he used to be a crackhead. I'm just saying. He be talking all this trash about morality and stuff when we don't know how many people he tried to steal and kill from when he was a crackhead back in the day. All right, how do we know he ain't on FBI's most wanted list from all them drug charges? Okay, he would have done anything to get that cocaine. By that same logic, Nina was a deadbeat to Nell and Willow because she was in a coma. Like, use common sense. All out. Exactly. Nina, she's a dingbat. Okay. Plain and simple, she is a dingbat. She passed her craziness and her dumbness to both of her daughters, too. And it's just a sad tale of three women that are out of their minds and go crazy over D. I mean, Nina went crazy over Silas Clay when she got into that coma. I told you if Portia doesn't want Curtis to leave, all she has to do is sprinkle some crack on his pillow. So she could just sprinkle a little bit. Ooh. Is it mean of me that I really want to see Curtis back on crack? I really want to see that storyline. Okay, I want to see it play out. I want to see how he is when he's high. I bet you he can play a good crackhead. He'll probably be looking just like June on Beyond the Gates. Did him and June look like they could be twins? Well, I need Nina and Drew's secret to come out so Willow can get a wake-up call, even though she'll be looking for her next year or right after, as long as it won't be Michael. because she will never be getting Michael again. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, ever, ever. She burned that bridge for good. I want to GH to give us flashback to when Curtis was a crackhead in Baltimore on the wire. I sure do. I want a flashback and a current. Okay, I need that current picture. Okay, Curtis, we want to see that since that wheelchair had to suffer. Like the only thing I felt bad for when Curtis was in that wheel, I felt bad for the chair. Have you seen this new Michael on Y&R before? Yeah, I did. I I'll tell you the truth. What I said earlier, I wasn't really impressed with him as Noah, but I was told that he has other acting abilities that Young and the Restless has never let him tap into. But I'm glad that in the photos that he has Wiley with him. So I'm hoping that he takes Wiley back to the gatehouse with him immediately and tells Willow to kick rocks. Hashtag Big Nose Gio. Leave my Gio alone. Anita and Vernon's relationship is perfect. No relationship is perfect. Vernon got some skeletons too. That old man can't be trusted when he be taking too many of his blue pills. Why do all the Noahs want to be Michael? I'm dead. Where will Jessica give Y&R a shot? I don't know. But you gotta remember, Tommy, when giving the Young and the Restless the shot is like looking at Nikki Newman. I'm just saying that's a big ask for Young and the Restless. You got to look at Nikki Newman. That's a very tough job. We definitely will be getting a Brooklyn and Lulu fight. Will it top Nina and Carly's fight as well? They first fist fight when they threw down. New Michaels was looking good in those photos. Hopefully he does good. Yeah. I'm getting the vibe Anina's group mate likes Vernon. Yep. They probably already did it back in the day. That's the real reason why he ain't around no more. We definitely will be getting a Brook. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But it's true, Jessica. You would have to be looking at Nikki Newman. I'm just saying that's a very tough assignment. I mean, she's the reason why I don't like to watch it like that, because I ain't got time to be looking at Nikki Newman. Like my eyes be blurry after looking at her. My head just be hurting. Anita sleeping with Bill when Vernon don't take them pills. Y&R is not that bad. Yeah, but Nikki Newman is worse. I'm just saying. I could tolerate the rest of it. Just looking at Nikki. She is not easy on the eyes. I'm such a vindictive jerk, but it's true. Why the heck is everyone acting like Derek needs to apologize? She treats Derek like Derek. Who's acting like she got to apologize? I know it wasn't my boo Naomi encouraging that foolishness. I know it wasn't my boo Naomi. Now, Naomi, I love you, girl, but you need to be don't be blinded by that cocaine that's up Ashley's long nose. You're not about to be doing this. Okay? No. I know you're not telling Derek to apologize when Ashley is the one that's out of line. Ashley's the one that don't know how to keep a man. Ashley's the one. Naomi, Jacob, and oh no, I gotta curse Naomi out. Okay, Naomi, I love you still, but now I love Eva more than you because of that. But what you're not about to be doing is acting like you and your best friend's crap don't thing. I'm dying how you pulled up that classic fight when Diane beat up Nikki. Still one of my that was a good fight. Kat reminds me of Victoria Newman, her treatment of Adam. Yeah. But speaking of, does anyone want me to play that Nina and Carly fight one more time? Because I'm gonna say that for the record again, that Nina beat Carly in that fight. Okay? I'm just gonna put that out there. Carly could not overpower Nina. All she said was, "Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me!" Hi, Spiderquake. What you mad about? Oh, because you're Lulu? Here you go. How was I asleep when the gates fell on? I saw only the last few minutes. One more time. One more time. I'm dead. You're right. Nina won. Play where John punches Victor in the mouth. You definitely should play that, Lauren, and win it. All right, Jessica. All right, Jessica. Just for that. Hold up. Hold up. Since Jessica wants to be spreading these lies and these fallacies up in here, talk about Nina didn't win ish. We about to put that theory to bed. That's what we about to do. One second. If I pull it up on my phone, I catch it quicker. So one moment. Perfect. Got it right there. Don't lie. OMG. I like the fight between Carly and Olivia and Claudia. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was some good stuff. But hold up. I got my watch history. Since Jessica want to be spreading these lies and fallacies.
Tracy permanently.
I've never heard either of them say anything like
because
that.
he wouldn't say it in front of you. Drew was going to do everything in his power to keep those kids away from Michael and his family. And Willow, my God, she's just going to blindly follow him, doing whatever she wants, not even noticing that it's hurting the children. She doesn't deserve those kids, and she doesn't deserve to be a mother. Did you help me? Don't you help me?
Get over that couch.
You sanctimonious bitch! God, get off of me! What the hell is going on? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Get off me! Get the hell out of my house.
Gladly.
I wish you would have
You made a big mistake. Because there's no way I'm gonna let you take Willow's children away from her.
No way.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to stop you.
Now, again, Nina, I'm not looking. There you go, Jessica. Oh, we're not gonna turn you into Gabby Hernandez. It's okay. I had to live with when Betty slapped my Ava. I had to live with that too. You think I like living with that? You think I like acknowledging that? When Betty not only slapped Ava, she punked her too. Ava didn't do ish about it. I had to take that loss. Hi, Mercury Star. I liked it when Quinn slapped Brooke. Yes, that is my favorite scene, Mercury Star. When Quinn slapped the mess. Carly was right though. Drew mentioned DC to Willow today. I'm pissed off. Oh yeah, you said that McDonald's messed up your order. Well, just keep a cool head because you always want to be nice to the people that are handling your food. I'm just saying, so just take a deep breath, calm in, calm out. Betty did slap the ish out of Ava. Yep, I got to take that loss. But Jocelyn did snatch Nina up, so I got to take that loss too. Because I said that Nina could fight Jocelyn, but clearly she couldn't. Nina had Carly on the ground, and there was nothing that Carly could do about it but say, "Get off of me!" Curry's Doug said Holly who when he slept with Gabby's daughter. Lord have mercy. Holly will be all right. She will be fine. Nina should have fought Lois. She should, but it's not too late. Yeah, only one of them left with bruises. Oh, please check out Carly's back, okay? Carly was on the floor. I'm dead. And Nina's all that was just, and Nina probably smeared that makeup on for sympathy. You know, Nina's a conniving manipulator, so all she did was just smear on a little makeup to make it look like that. She's manipulative as heck. Because you didn't even see Nina with no bruise on her face when she was nursing that nurse's ball. So all that was just makeup. So she could sell her victim act. She's manipulative. Kat should be a detective. Kat is the Nancy Drew for real, for real. Lulu was ripping into Lois today. I know, because she's nosy. Is Doug on days? No, he's not a pedo because Holly is not a minor. Holly is 18 years old. Doing backflips to defend that dingbat. Not backflips. Look, if I'm doing backflips, it ain't for Nina. I'm just saying. If I'm doing backflips, I'm doing it for a whole different reason. But anywho, Doug is, so he don't know Ari is 18. Yeah. No, Holly is 18 years old. She had her 18th birthday last December. She's 18 years old. That is how old Holly is on the show. I do. It was last December. They aired that episode, December 24th episode. I said backflips, not back shots. No, last December she turned 18. When Nicole had left town right before Holly turned 18. They had Holly's 18th birthday. She's 18 years old. So yeah. No problemo. But with that being said, I'm going to call this stream a night. This was lots and lots of fun. I do got to get back to my book. Glad Tate's not on my screen. Me too. I'm very glad. But this was a very epic live stream, like always. Have a great night, Spiderquake. Have a great night, Wink Wink. Have a great night, Queen Jessica Love. Have a great night, Ed the Bank. Have a great night, Tommy Smith, Dewan, Mercury Star. And Gemini, George Blackmon, and everybody else. What's wrong with Tate? He was sick on Sophia's birthday. I thought Ariana, but apparently they aged her up to 18. But have a great night. I'm Jacqueline.